The one superfood to build muscle in seniors after 60 immediately. As we get older, maintaining muscle isn't just about looking strong, it's about staying independent, avoiding injuries, and keeping your daily life running smoothly. Muscle loss after 60 is a real medical issue. It can start subtly with slower steps, a weaker grip, or trouble standing from a chair, and progress to more serious problems like falls, frailty, and reduced mobility. Did you know that according to the National Institute on Aging, nearly 1 in 3 Americans over 60 experience significant muscle loss, medically known as sarcopenia, and it's linked to a higher risk of hospitalization and long-term disability? The truth is, this decline doesn't happen overnight, but it quietly chips away at your strength, energy, and confidence, and the good news is, it doesn't have to if you know what to eat to give your muscles the signal to rebuild. If you're noticing these early warning signs, aches when getting up, slower recovery after walking, or feeling less stable carrying groceries, then I want you to know there's hope. I've researched the most effective, science-backed foods that can literally help your muscles respond again, and I'm going to break them down for you in just a moment. So, if you're ready to take action and reclaim your strength, hit that bell to get notified, because what comes next could change the way your body feels every single day. Let's dive in and discover exactly which foods can turn back the clock for your muscles. 1. Eggs. Most people don't realize that the egg was once used by U.S. military nutrition labs as a reference protein because its amino acids match human muscles so closely, a quirky fact that becomes far more meaningful once you cross 60 and start noticing signs like slower standing time, softer grip strength, or that slight tremble when lifting groceries. These aren't just aging, they're signals your muscles are struggling to fire. And the egg counters that decline with leucine, the amino acid that tells older muscle fibers to switch on. Aging muscle needs a stronger signal than younger muscle, which is why one large egg, just 1 ounce of food, can feel surprisingly powerful when eaten consistently. According to the National Institute on Aging, seniors who consume leucine-rich proteins at breakfast show a measurable rise in muscle protein synthesis within the first meal of the day, and that early spike helps stabilize strength levels across the next 24 hours. You may notice it yourself: steadier steps on stairs, less shakiness when getting up, a little more confidence bending to tie your shoes. The egg works fast because its protein is absorbed easily, and its choline supports nerve firing, the part of movement that weakens first in many older adults. A helpful habit I've seen work remarkably well for those over 60 is eating 2 eggs within 20 minutes after a short morning walk. Just 1 block is enough. Movement primes your muscles, and the leucine hits more efficiently when your body is warm. Another trick, almost unknown outside clinical aging studies, is adding 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper and a pinch of turmeric to scrambled eggs. That tiny amount boosts absorption of curcumin, which helps older muscles recover from microinflammation. The whole upgrade costs seconds, but the payoff is strength that feels more stable by the end of the week. When you bring eggs back into your routine with intention, not just as breakfast, but as a muscle signaling tool, you give your body the very thing it becomes desperate for after 60, the ability to repair itself every single morning. 2. Salmon. There's a strange bit of biology most people never hear. Older muscle cells have fewer flex points in their membranes, making them stiffer and slower to recover from even simple tasks like walking across a parking lot or holding a shopping bag for too long. That stiffness often shows up as morning tightness, achy thighs after sitting, or slower reaction when catching your balance. Wild salmon happens to counter that cellular rigidity because its omega-3s slip into those membranes like oil into a dry hinge, restoring flexibility from the inside out. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found a clear rise in muscle quality among older adults who regularly consumed omega-3, measured not by bulk, but by how efficiently the muscle fibers contract. And that's the improvement seniors actually feel: steadier reactions, less wobble, fewer give-out moments on stairs. Salmon improves this because its protein structure is unusually easy for aging digestion, and the omega-3s reduce the low-grade inflammation that subtly steals strength year by year. If you're over 60, an effective routine is eating 4 ounces of salmon during dinner once a week, especially on days when your legs feel heavy or your back feels tight. Evening timing matters because omega-3s help the muscle repair cycle that peaks while you sleep. Adding 1 teaspoon of lemon juice after cooking, not before, keeps the vitamin C intact, helping your body absorb those omega-3s more efficiently. Most people put lemon on before grilling, but the heat destroys the compound that creates the benefit. Older Americans often tell me that within 2 or 3 weeks of this habit, mornings feel different, less stiffness, easier turns when getting out of bed, fewer slow starts. Salmon doesn't just build muscle, it restores the fluidity aging tries to take away. 3. Greek yogurt. The fermentation process that thickens Greek yogurt naturally increases a peptide that slows protein breakdown in older adults. That matters because, after 60, muscle doesn't just struggle to grow, it breaks down faster overnight, which is why you might wake up feeling weaker or more unsteady than you did the previous afternoon. When that happens often, it's a sign your body lacks a steady drip of amino acids during sleep. Greek yogurt solves that with its dual protein blend, fast-acting whey paired with slow-release casein. According to the Dairy Research Institute, older adults who consumed a combination of whey and casein before bed had a significantly higher rate of overnight muscle protein synthesis compared to whey alone. A difference that many seniors feel as stronger mornings, fewer cramps, and less difficulty with the first steps of the day. And because Greek yogurt is fermented, it's easier on digestion, which is important for those who notice more bloating or discomfort as they age. One routine that works beautifully is eating half a cup of Greek yogurt about 1 hour before bedtime. That timing lets the whey start repairing muscle before you fall asleep while the casein works slowly through the night. Mixing in 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, not sugar, helps your muscles pull those amino acids into the cells more efficiently. Cinnamon improves insulin sensitivity just enough to strengthen the delivery pathway. Something that often weakens after 60, people are often surprised that such a small nighttime ritual can change the way their body feels in the morning, but Greek yogurt does what many supplements fail to do: it feeds your muscles continuously during the longest fast of your day, sleep. 4. White beans. A curiosity about white beans that surprises many Americans: their magnesium content is more bioavailable than spinach, nuts, or most supplements because water soaking unlocks a form that's easier for aging digestion to absorb. And magnesium is one of the first minerals older adults quietly lose. The signs show up subtly at first: twitching calves at night, more frequent foot cramps, slower recovery after walking, or a noticeable heaviness in the thighs. When magnesium dips, your muscles can't relax properly, making every movement feel slightly harder. The National Osteoporosis Foundation reported that maintaining adequate magnesium intake is linked with meaningful improvements in muscle strength among older adults. Not by bulking muscle but by improving how well nerves communicate with muscle fibers. That communication often weakens with age, leading to slower step reactions or that uneasy feeling when turning quickly. White beans help because they combine plant protein with magnesium and fermentable fiber, which nourishes the gut bacteria that support nutrient absorption, a crucial factor for seniors whose digestion isn't as efficient as it once was. A simple routine that works exceptionally well is soaking half a cup of dry white beans overnight with 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. That small amount of acid decreases the compounds that cause bloating and boosts mineral absorption. When cooked, adding just 1 small pinch of rosemary, about 1/8 teaspoon, introduces carnosic acid, which supports mitochondrial function inside muscle cells, an advantage aging muscle rarely gets from typical meals. Many older adults notice that white beans give a calmer, steadier energy during the day, not a spike, but a quiet endurance that shows up when climbing stairs, carrying laundry, or taking longer walks without fatigue. They may be humble, but they deliver strength in a way your muscles genuinely understand. 5. Chicken breast. Here's a fact many people don't realize: in studies on older adults, chicken breast is considered a fast protein, because it reaches peak amino acid levels in the blood in under 90 minutes, which is exactly the speed aging muscles need. If you've noticed yourself getting winded carrying groceries, or feeling sore longer than you used to after a simple chore, that's your body signaling slower protein absorption, and your muscles aren't getting the fuel they need. Chicken breast provides lean, highly digestible protein that older muscles respond to much better than other slower or fattier sources. According to the American College of Sports Medicine, this kind of fast-absorbing protein helps seniors maintain muscle synthesis and sustain strength, even without changing their activity level. You can literally feel it in steadier steps, firmer arms when lifting, and less fatigue by the end of the day. A practical way to use chicken breast for maximum effect is to divide your portion into 2 3-ounce servings spaced 3 to 4 hours apart rather than eating it all at once. This keeps a steady stream of amino acids feeding your muscles instead of letting them go hungry between meals. A little kitchen trick that makes a difference is sprinkling 1/2 teaspoon paprika while cooking. Not only does it add flavor, but the mild capsaicin in paprika slightly improves blood flow to your muscles, enhancing amino acid delivery. People over 60 who follow this simple routine often notice they can rise from chairs easier, lift bags without trembling, and recover faster after yard work. It's simple, inexpensive, and fast, yet it leverages the natural advantage chicken breast gives aging muscles. 6. Turmeric, powdered curcumin. NASA once studied curcumin from turmeric for its ability to prevent muscle loss in zero gravity, and it works in a similar way for people over 60, whose muscles degrade faster than before. Signs of this inflammation show up as stiff knees, lingering soreness after light activity, or slower recovery when bending or lifting. Turmeric is special because it doesn't just calm inflammation, it preserves the muscle repair signals that your body starts ignoring with age. According to the Arthritis Foundation, older adults using curcumin experience measurable reduction in markers of muscle inflammation, which can translate into maintaining strength longer. But the key is absorption. Curcumin is poorly absorbed unless paired with fat and a pinch of black pepper. A simple, effective routine is stirring 1/4 teaspoon turmeric with 1 pinch, 1/16 teaspoon, black pepper into 1 tablespoon warm olive oil and taking it with dinner. That tiny combo boosts absorption multiple times over what a capsule might provide. Within a week, people over 60 often report less morning stiffness, reduced soreness after walking, and muscles that feel lighter by the end of the day. Turmeric doesn't build muscle like protein, but it clears the hidden roadblocks, low-grade inflammation, that silently erodes strength as we age, letting other foods and exercise work more efficiently. 7. Pea protein powder. Pea protein is one of the few plant-based proteins that dissolves completely in cold liquid, which means it's absorbed faster, an advantage for people over 60 whose digestion has slowed. If you've ever tried whey and felt bloated, or eaten enough protein but still feel soft or weak, your muscles might not be processing protein efficiently anymore. Pea protein is particularly high in arginine, which improves blood flow and helps amino acids reach muscles faster. The Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, notes that pea protein's digestibility is comparable to animal proteins, making it a smart alternative for older adults with sensitive stomachs. Many people report faster recovery after activities like walking or light yard work, even without changing their exercise routine. For maximum benefit, mix 1 scoop, 20 to 25 grams, of pea protein with 8 ounces of cold water or unsweetened almond milk within 30 minutes after activity, even if that activity is just household chores. That timing ensures your muscles get the amino acids when they are most receptive. Adding 1/2 teaspoon of unsweetened cacao powder not only improves flavor but also provides polyphenol that slightly enhance recovery and reduce oxidative stress in aging muscles. Many adults over 60 notice firmer hands, easier lifting, and less leg fatigue within weeks. Pea protein quietly delivers what slow-digesting muscles need most: timely, effective nutrition without digestive discomfort. Before we wrap up, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and share this video with friends or family over 60 who need to hear this. Sharing is the real way to protect those you care about, and if there's any specific health or muscle-building topic you want me to cover next, leave a comment below. I read every one and take your suggestions seriously. To sum it up, ignoring the powerful foods and strategies we've discussed can quietly rob you of strength, independence, and confidence. Muscles weaken faster than you realize, your recovery slows, and everyday tasks that once felt easy can suddenly become frustrating or even risky. Taking small, consistent steps now can mean the difference between staying active and struggling with stiffness, fatigue, or falls in the near future. While you wait for the next video, check out the one I've linked on the screen. It's packed with tips to protect and strengthen your body so you can move with ease every day.